Okay, so this is boundaries part one, and hopefully this will help you. How many of you really struggle putting boundaries in place and you're like, do you know what, I'd love to learn the power of saying no, but oh my God, I feel guilty. Do you know why you don't do boundaries? Because literally you feel so much guilt and so much shame around learning to say the word no. Now, let me tell you something. Your inner child is at play here with not having boundaries in place, okay? And I want to say this, okay? No amount of being told that's amazing, thank you, oh my God, oh, just thank you so much for doing that, will actually appease that feeling inside of you. Are you someone that, I don't know if this also is just a different end of the spectrum, but when you're told, someone tells you they love you, how about you need to be told a million times a day, but then you could still be told a million times a day and it wouldn't make a difference? Does that sound about right? Okay. Because what's actually happening is little you doesn't feel good enough inside of you. Okay, and little you is the one that is pushing you to go and do this for Sandra, this for Steve, this for Sally, this for whoever. Okay, and when we put boundaries in place, do you know what that does? That creates space for both you and the person you're putting the boundary in. And just remember, whenever it comes to putting boundaries in place, okay, it will always feel incredibly difficult and uncomfortable. But just like learning to ride a bike, do you know what? The more often you learn to say no, the more that literally it will get easier and easier and easier to put those boundaries in place. Now, here's a brilliant tip. If you really want to put a boundary in place, but you're scared of the reaction, you're scared of what might happen, okay, and then you start thinking and you get anxiety around, oh God, I can't say, no, God, I can't say, okay, all right, literally try this, okay. Let's say someone has asked you to go shopping or someone's asked you to have the kids, okay, and you're like, do you know what, I'm so exhausted, I'm so tired, I just can't do that, okay. What you do is you literally text back and you empower yourself and start making yourself the hero in your story. Okay, and literally text back and go, do you know what, no Sandra, I can't do that, I'm tired. Okay, and what you've said is you've gone no, okay, and then you'll get two responses, okay, one of oh my God, wow, I'm so sorry that I asked that of you, or two, fine, I'll ask Rachel, or whatever the name is, okay, all right. And just know that when you put your first boundary in place, even though it feels incredibly uncomfortable, stay with it. You might want to retract that and go, no, it's okay, really, it's fine, okay, but don't. Let that time that you've put no out and just stay in your present moment and sit with it for a minute, 10 minutes, half an hour, okay? And then try and build on that. It's a bit like giving up smoking or giving up drinking, okay? All right? The longer you can go, the more chance you have of enforcing that boundary and keeping that boundary in place. Let me know how you get on with that, okay? Because sometimes the hardest thing is to start putting those boundaries in place, saying things like no, but remember, when you're putting boundaries in place, people aren't going to like them. And when you hear things like, oh my God, you're being selfish, oh you've changed, okay, and you hear stuff about yourself, okay, oh my God, I can't believe, that so-and-so has done that and said no to me, okay, those are signs that, guess what, your boundaries are working. And remember, because you've always been a pleaser and a giver, guess what, people aren't going to like the fact that you learn to say no. But just remember, when you say no, somebody else will step up to the plate, or even that person will have to do what they've asked of you themselves. Enjoy that one. Have a brilliant day, and I'll catch you soon. Cheers.